Louie Gohmert, who, we were so ahead of the curve on Louie.
That was insane.
on the Russia thing.
That was nuts.
That was before me.
That was before you.
We were so ahead of the curve on the Russia thing. We just thought it was Louie Gohmert.
Yeah.
Not Donald Trump.
We thought
we missed it.
Yeah, we thought Gohmert was the sleeper cell.
Yeah. Now people don't realize that Louie Gohmert studied in I think what was then the Soviet Union.
Yes. He spent his summer there or something.
Spent the summer. And comes back and then all of a sudden has this very heavy Texas accent.
Right.
And that almost seems fake. It's like seems like it's so over the top. And I don't know if you ever saw the movie Silver Streak, which was Gene Wilder and oh gosh, I can't remember his name now. One of the most famous stand-ups ever. Richard Pryor. Yeah. And they were trying to sneak by some police who was guarding the train stations in the airports, and they were trying to sneak by. And they said, like, the way you do this is you're loud, you be big, and they don't pay attention. Maybe I'm getting that confused with Young Frankenstein. Nevertheless, it doesn't matter. It's one of those type of movies, and it's quite possible that's what Gohmert's doing.
Yep.
He's just getting so big that people they have to look away and don't realize that he's part of a sleeper cell. Like
Louie act even more stupid.
In fact, Strzok was the guy who ran Operation Ghost, which rolled up all of those individuals who were in the United States that like the Americans was based on. The people who had been in this country for, in some instances, decades, and were actually Russian spies. Strzok was the guy who rolled that all up.
So he and Gohmert might have nearly crossed paths before, is what you're saying.
I'm saying that's possible, and maybe Gohmert is just like mad because all his friends are gone.
Right.
So here he is.
Hey, everybody's got political views. Those are called biases, and we all have them. And you have come in here and said, I had no bias. And you do it with a straight face. And I watched you in the private testimony you gave. And I told some of the other guys, he is really good. He's lying. We know he's lying. And he could probably pass a polygraph. It's amazing.
Mr. Chairman.
No, this is my
Mr.
time.
Chairman, I'm sorry. Point of order. This point of order.
No.
The gentleman will state his point of order.
A member of this committee just asserted that this witness, who is under oath and a former agent of the FBI, lied. There is no evidence that. I ask him to withdraw it.
I do not withdraw it. He is not a member of Congress. It's not a violation of the rule. And just as you have been expressing bias through your members about what a hero
there is not a single person on this committee who has ever characterized a witness.
Gentleman from Rhode Island.
Gentleman, it's my time.
That's a
gentleman from Rhode Island will suspend.
No, the disgrace,
Mr.
what this man has done.
The gentleman from Texas will suspend for a moment.
There is the disgrace. And it won't be recaptured anytime soon because of the damage you've done to the justice system. And I've talked to FBI agents around the country. You've embarrassed them. You've embarrassed yourself. And I can't help but wonder when I see you looking there with a little smirk, how many times did you look so innocent into your wife's eye and lie to her about Lisa?
Mr. Chairman, this is outrageous.
The credibility of a witness is always an issue.
Mr. Chairman, please.
Have you Mr. Chairman, this is intolerable harassment of the witness.
What's wrong with that? You need your medication.
That should be on Louie Gohmert's tombstone. Needed his medication.
Yeah, indeed. So, I mean, this is a show for a lot of Republicans. They want to bring this home, and this is the way that they're going to get their base out, and they're going to win their elections, or they're going to fend off a primary, or whatever it is. I mean, this is that's what this is about. This is like a showcase show, that they're all going to get their opportunity. And that's, I mean, but again, it's a sideshow, but it's one that is laying the foundation for the main show that's coming, and that is going to be the question of impeachment, or if there is enough pressure to impeach people or not. So we'll see.